Hey, everybody out there. This is Andy Nichols from Andy's Music Vault. This is The Other Leg, my own offshoot channel. And I'm very happy to have a guest and a good friend of mine to my right, joining me for a new venture that's going to be on my channel. And this man to my right is the first leg, Mr. David Gargolino. So we are looking at the former and current co-host of Two Legs, and he is going to be joining me for a new series that's going to be on my channel, hopefully once a month, where we dive into the discography of certain bands. David and I have lots of similar shared interests and genres, and the first installment we're going to be doing is covering The Who, and we're going to be covering, we're going to do quick kind of 30-minute, 40-minute shows covering every Who album track by track. And we're going to start the first one we're going to drop the first one in about a week and a half, sometime after Valentine's Day, and we're going to intro the show and talk about the first two Who albums, My Generation, and a quick one, or Happy Jack if you're in the United States. So I'm going to turn it over to my former co-host. Well, he wasn't my former co-host, but he was Tom's. And David, how are you, man?
Hey, Andy, how's it going? The guy that replaced me and took Two Legs to a whole new level. So, yeah, we're going to call this The Other Two.
Yeah.
We're both the Tom's right-hand men. So
Yeah, that works.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. We're going to kick off The Who as one of the first bands that we'll be tackling most of this year. And looking forward to Andy. This is going to be fun. It's going to be a good discussion. Something a little bit different that I haven't dealt with. So looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's another way to use an outlet to channel so much of the other music that we're into, and I've done a couple of videos on the Who before, but to go through their whole discography with somebody else who knows them as well as you do will be really fun to go through that discography of stuff, especially when we might get the Super Deluxe Who's Next this year in 2023.
That'd be a good segue into the Super Deluxe of that. It's been on my radar for a few years, leading up to the 50th and the delays beyond. But
no shortage. I mean, the Who have such a they don't have a huge discography. They only have like 13 or 14 albums, right? So we're gonna kind of casually record these and drop them once a month. So it's gonna take probably the better part of a year to do, because obviously we've got so much going on. David's busy and he's a musician and he's got things he's doing, and I have obviously the Two Leg stuff and everything else. So the Who, this dive into the Who will probably take us, all year to get through, to do it the right way.
We'll start the first two albums off, but I think maybe we work backwards to the pre-Who. Almost the all those singles that they had before they became the Who.
The high numbers. When they were the high numbers.
Or the Detours and.
Mm-hmm.
They have 13 studio albums, but then they had like a couple compilations that filled that filled it up.
Yeah, Meaty, Beady, Big, and Bouncy, which Pete Townsend said was often our best album.
Yeah.
So, lots of different eras for the Who. I know there's some people out there that love the pre-Tommy Who. They like just Tommy, or they love the arena rock version of the Who, which is like from the Who's Next to Quad period, which is my favorite personal period. What's yours right off the top?
Off the top, it'd probably be the same as yours.
The Who's Next to Quadrophenia period.
And then their later period, probably when I first saw them in 2000 when John Entwistle was still around. So.
And you got to see them play with Entwistle.
Oh, yeah. I'll teaser for the upcoming show, my
experience
with the Who. So, yeah, that was to see them as an unrehearsed 5-piece band was pretty incredible. So
that's amazing. Well, that's just a little sneak peek of what we're going to be doing, and that's David Gargolino, the one of the first founding members of Two Legs, and me, Andy Nichols, one of the current co-hosts of Two Legs, and looking forward to bringing you this series and having you along for the ride, David. Thanks.
Absolutely, Andy. Thank you for inviting me to this.
You got it. We'll see you.
All right.